Hello, we're back.
We are.
We're sorry
back.
for missing last week's episode, but thank you for your
If you care.
support.
Does anybody care? We don't even know if anybody cares. Like, no one makes comments.
Who are we talking to? Is
I don't even know who we're
anybody out there?
Join us. No one wants to make conversation. No one wants to make comments as if they're afraid.
But if nobody ever listened to us, would you still continue the podcast?
I don't know. Who am I talking to? I want to know that if I'm making an
But
impact or I'm making
clearly,
somebody
like-
laugh, if I'm making nobody freaking laugh, or
Yeah.
I'm not making an impact in anybody's life, like there's a 0 person out there,
Okay,
then
yeah.
what's the point?
Well, what if we had 12 listeners
Yeah, that's fine.
for the rest of our
But who the fuck
podcasting
are they,
life?
though? Like,
But,
they make no comments.
but it doesn't matter. What if we had these same 12 listeners?
Start the intro, please.
For the rest of our
Start the
podcast.
intro.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mom. Okay, let's go back to that though. Mom,
What?
seriously, if we had no listeners or 12 listeners for the rest of this podcast
Right.
lifetime, would you still do it?
Yes, if those 12 listeners...
Not if they gave you feedback. Zero
Well, how am I
feedback,
supposed to know there's 12 listeners?
Because the numbers show 12
Like,
listens.
12 consistent
12
listeners.
plays. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would... Well, if there's 12 listeners, they must be gaining something out of it. Either
you
they're gaining
wouldn't-
a good laugh or they're gaining some...
But it doesn't grow to bigger.
life
Just
experience.
12 the whole time.
Fuck, it doesn't matter.
You'd still do it?
Yeah, maybe.
I would still do it if
Yeah.
nobody listened. You know why?
Why?
Because I want to document how I am as a 24-year-old
Right.
and listen back to this when I'm older. And also, I want my kids to listen to it and my grandkids and their
Oh my
kids
God,
and
no,
their
I
kids
can't even
and
swear
their
at all
kids.
now. That's
Like,
horrible.
I cannot wait
They're
for
going to
my
say, oh my
children
God,
and
I
grandchildren."
take after my great-great-great-great-grandmother. Or they're going to say, holy fuck, she's got a trucker's mouth.
Like, I cannot wait for that legacy. You know why? It's your fault. Yours and Dad's fault. You know why? Because you guys don't have any video.
You look really
of me.
good today, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys don't have any video.
Oh my God,
of-
there's
Mom,
something stuck in your
Stop
tooth.
switching the subject because I'm about to roast you for something. You guys don't have any video of me.
Right?
I don't know who I was when I was
That's not my
5
fault.
years old, 10 years old, 11. I know 11 I was a prodigy, but you know,
prodigy?
under
Of what?
10, I don't know who
PIFA?
I was
Pain
and
in the
how
fucking
I acted.
ass?
How did I act when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4? I want to know. I want to know. I want to watch every single stage of my life.
So you're going to document
That's
the
why-
shit out of your kids every day.
Document the shit out of my kids. That's why I document the shit out of my life right now.
That's good.
People get a misconception.
But our
They
family
think
likes
I
it,
want
too.
But they think I want attention.
Yeah.
They think I want followers, clout, yada 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 yada. I would be doing this if I were to just put this on a hard drive and put it in my closet for 50 years, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with
With
documenting my life
I know,
because
it's
I
good.
want to look back on it. I
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
remember, because once I'm 50, how am I going to remember my passion and my feeling and my voice and in my head
through your music that
through
you've
my
written.
memories? Like, I'm not going to. I'm going to look at it and be like, holy crap, that's what I sounded like. That's what I believed in at the time.
Yeah, that's why I'm
That's
so
what-
pissed off. Like, I have no pictures of you guys now, like, thing.
So what? I can
Like, I
print
want
you off my
picture-
whole Instagram.
Oh, not all of it. I don't want them all. I only want certain ones.
But seriously,
and Cats
I'm
and Nick's.
creating
Nick's
for
barely any
selfish
pictures, period.
reasons.
Ever
Selfish
since
reasons.
these stupid cameras
Why are
came
you
out.
talking about one different thing and people are not going to be able to know what to focus on?
Yeah, they will.
No, they
They've
won't.
already figured out how this conversation goes. So it's like they're listening and they're going. They've caught on, Evie.
This
Don't
is
worry.
not a conversation
They've caught on,
if
Evie.
we're not on the same topic.
Evie, they've caught on. They've caught on. They know.
It can't be a conversation if we're not on the
Okay,
same
so
topic.
one of your viewers today brought up a comment, and I also saw the same thing on one of your moments about me ordering fries and being a pain in the ass and asking for to have it
Yeah,
without
you're
salt.
a PIFA.
Yeah.
Guys, my mom, okay, we rarely eat at fast food restaurants, but when we do,
Yeah.
like, my mom can't just enjoy the fact that it's a fast food restaurant. We're not cooking at home. We're not trying to be healthy, clearly. We're going out to eat at a fast food restaurant. So,
Why are you gonna get all excited for?
because you ruin the, like, junk food,
I'm
fast
not
food
ruining anything.
experience. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You do ruin
Okay,
it.
so go ask the question.
Ask the question. I'm just going to tell them what you do.
No, just ask the question.
Guys,
Why do you do it
No,
for?
guys, what she does, they don't even know what you do yet.
Oh.
We haven't even mentioned
You
it.
have. Well,
No,
you
we
think these
haven't.
people don't watch you?
Some don't.
Do you think these are
Some
actual
don't.
like different people? Do you
These
think
are-
there's actual people that just listen to our podcast?
Mom, I'm not just you now famous, okay? I'm like world famous, okay?
No, seriously. Do you think that there's?
I don't
Just-
know, Mom.
Well, if they would fucking make comments in the fucking
God darn,
below,
they're not gonna make effing comments if you keep effing swearing
if they
like
just
that.
say,
Like, frick.
"Hey, you, annoying mother, we're not from you now. We are your podcast listeners,
Dude, calm
and we want this every
down.
week."
God, okay, going back to McDonald's.
Yeah.
When we go to McDonald's, my mom
Not necessarily
asks,
McDonald's, please.
You don't go to Wendy's and ask for no salt in the fries.
Yeah, I do. I go
It's
every
ju-
place. Not
just
Mc-
McDonald's.
No, and A&W too.
Anyways, my mom asks for no fries, no salt on the fries. No salt on the fries. She
Yeah.
requires them to make a new batch
Right?
with no salt on the fries. Do you know that when they take the batch out of the oil and then put it in that thing,
They
it's
don't.
already salted?
I know, but they don't do that though for me.
What do? They
They-
just put it straight in the container?
No, some of them will take it out with the clips and put it straight in the container. Other will clean the area and pour it in. And others will put like a paper on top, like, you know, the wrap from the hamburger wraps, and put on top of that. But do I not get fresh fries?
I hate them.
I do get
like
fresh
them.
fries.
Yeah, you
And
get
plus-
fresh fries, but they have no salt on them.
I know, but that
Mom,
salt's
Why
crappy.
do you do it?
Because A, it's to get fresh fries, and I've been doing it since high school.
Okay.
And B, it's because the salt that they put in has sugar in it. So I try to eliminate as much sugar out of my diet as I can.
And who told you
To
to do this in
enjoy-
high school?
The guy at the restaurant who
Yeah.
used to like what did he used to do? He used to do something and I didn't like it. So I would say to him, "Can I have fries without salt, please?" And he knew. That means he had to make a fresh batch because he would salt his fries too. Right? Because his fries would be freaking sitting there, and then he had them under the heat lamp, and I didn't want that. So I wanted salt without fries, and so that's when I
You
started
wanted
doing
fries
it.
without salt?
I mean, fries without salt.
Or you just wanted the salt without
I really
the fries
wanted the
'cause you
salt.
salty.
Because I am salty.
Anyways.
So that's why I do it, to get fresh fries and to cut back on
Super
the sugar.
weird.
Because the cheap salt...
Mom, why are you cutting back on sugar? You're going out to eat junk food. Who
No,
cares?
No, because I'd rather enjoy that burger
No, it's
or
not
that...
called healthy McJunk food. It's called
No.
McDonald's.
No. It's called
Yeah, you
McJunk
go
food.
there to get a heart
No,
attack
but then I can
and
have a
clogged
hot fudge
arteries,
sundae. No,
okay?
I don't want that.
That's why you go there for.
No. So people are going to say, what? Yes. In the cheap salt, there's sugar in the cheap salt. And if you don't believe me, look up the ingredients. It's there. Do you want me to show you right now? Are you curious?
No, I'm not curious. And why
Like,
would
do
we
you
have
believe-
that salt in the house anyways?
For the snow outside.
Okay.
It was for something to do with outside. I didn't have something to clean something, so that salt helped with it.
Interesting.
Yes, and very interesting.
Very interesting. Guys, if you do that, let us know in the comments if you're listening
They're
on
going
YouTube.
to now. They're going to now. Now everybody's going to order fries without salt. And you can salt them later if you really want that salt. And some of them I even tell them, just please, you can put it in the same spot where the stuff was, just don't add salt. And they say, no,
Guys,
it's okay.
My mom brings her own bottle of Himalayan pink salt. and
I
then-
do not. That's a lie now. Easy there.
Just kidding.
Easy.
Okay, what's the best fast
But
food
my favorite condiment now, because I don't
Yeah.
eat ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't like ketchup because
You don't?
the sugar in the ketchup,
Okay.
right? So I use mustard, but mustard is a little bit too tardy. So now why are you yawning for? So
They
now
can't even hear me. It's a
so now I
silent
mix mayonnaise and mustard. Mayonnaise to kill a little bit of that tardiness. Oh my god, it's so delicious.
yawn. Weird.
Yep. It is weird, but it's so good.
Anyway.
Anyways,
So what's your favorite fast food joint?
A&W.
Wendy. Oh.
No,
I thought it was
A&W. Why do you think
Wendy's.
Wendy's for? Why do you even say Wendy's?
'Cause
A&W.
it used to be Wendy's for you.
Ooh, we're talking years.
It couldn't be that many years ago, Mom, because
Yeah,
I
it
can't
was.
even remember, like, before.
When I go to get burgers, where'd I go get burgers
13
from?
years old, 12 years old.
A&W.
Yeah, that's now. That's really now. Really in the now.
Yeah, the last few years.
Yeah,
A&W.
But the few years before that, when I was in high school,
Yeah, it would have been Wendy's.
Wendy's was your favorite.
Yeah, it was Wendy's.
Why is A&W better now?
Because A&W is all organic burgers and
But
stuff. clean.
Wendy's claims the same.
I don't know, do they? And plus, Wendy's uses sea salt too, which is good. Yeah.
Wendy's Twitter is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Whoever's running their
God.
Twitter, I just
Yeah,
wanna
shout
meet
out
them.
to Wendy's.
Wendy's Twitter, guys. If you don't follow Wendy's on Twitter, even if you don't eat their burgers,
Yeah.
follow them on Twitter. They're hilarious.
Yeah, and let them know
They
that
are
we shouted them
so
out.
smart. So
Yes.
smart, so witty, so hilarious. They must have a really smart millennial or Gen Zer running the account.
Or maybe some really
There's
old
no
fart that's
way
freaking hilarious.
There's an old fart
Yeah,
running the
sometimes
account
we come up with-
that has kept
Listen,
up with the memes
listen,
and everything of this generation.
listen.
Absolutely not. Stop trying to give your generation credit.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to because we have more sarcasm in us than you guys
Mom,
do.
this sarcasm
The
is
sarcasm
sarcasm
is
and a
frickin'-
wittiness that
Oh my God.
we...
No.
Yes.
You guys don't have that
yes.
in you yet.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Guys, go to the Wendy's Twitter and tell us who do you think is running it.
No,
Do you
they
think
won't. They
it's-
won't tell us anything. Every time we ask them to tell us something, they tell us fuck all. Zero, nada,
Yes,
nada.
in the last conversation when I asked a question to them, you said, yeah, now they're going to say.
Now they say nothing.
Oh, you meant now they're going to go get their fries without salt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, I didn't say they're going to comment. Every time we ask them to comment about the podcast,
Okay, Mom, you can't be an ungrateful son of a gun.
I'm not
okay?
ungrateful at all.
Yeah,
I'm very
you are.
grateful.
You sound very ungrateful right now.
No, I'm not ungrateful because
Yeah.
I don't know who listens. So
Who
how can I be
cares?
ungrateful?
Who cares? Do you comment on David Dobrik's videos? How does he know you watch them, Mom? Do you comment on
David
Gerard
Dobrik
Adams'
videos,
videos?
I have to watch because you guys make me watch.
Mom.
You, if it's not you making me watch
Okay.
it, Nick calls
Gerard
me down to watch.
Adams. Do you comment on Gerard Adams' videos?
I
No,
have-
you don't. Okay,
No.
Napoleon Hill. Have you sent him a letter? No.
Actually,
what
Napoleon
about
Hill's
Bob
dead.
Proctor? Bob Proctor.
No, I don't-
Do you
I'm not
send
saying-
him fan
Stop
mail?
yelling.
Does he know that you're listening?
Oh
to
my
his
God,
stuff?
Abby, like, stop.
No, he doesn't know. So why do these people?
My ears
have
are
to
plugged
let
for the
us
record.
know
My ears are
that
plugged.
they are listening.
Headphone, rip. Listen, Bob Proctor
I'm
is
not doing any extra work on this podcast, so I'm not lowering the volume. So you better lower your headphones.
Listen,
What?
I don't really listen to Bob Proctor. Only time I listen to him, and actually it's muted, is on Facebook. David Dobrik, it's not like I just go on there and watch him myself. It's either Nick calls me to watch him, or you're watching it and I'm right behind you and it sounds interesting, so I'll watch it. I haven't listened to a David Dobrik podcast since the last time we were in
Casey
the-
Neistat Couples Therapy. You listen to their podcast and you
No.
love Candace and
I
you've
do
never
love
once
Candace.
reached out to her.
Yeah, I tweeted her.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I tweeted at
Find
her.
me the tweet.
I tweeted her when they didn't come in thing, and I said, "Man, it's about time," or something. You know, please come back, or something. Like, I really miss. You're hilarious.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I tweeted out at her.
Don't remember it.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah. So, there. Okay. And it's not like they're gonna freaking even acknowledge you, anyways. They're too high horse on their horses.
Okay, so so are we. We are so famous. We don't even care who listens to us.
So famous that nobody leaves us comments.
Okay,
If listen,
the more you speak about no one leaving us comments, the more you're going to attract
Listen.
a lack of comment.
No, if we
Do
were-
you know how the law of attraction works? Clearly not.
God, you.
Clearly
Okay,
not.
law of attraction. Grab my phone over there. Can you grab my phone?
No, we're not doing
I want
the
no. I
phone
want to
thing.
explain the law
No,
of attraction.
You get on your phone and you automatically
No,
are
I
hypnotized
took-
into playing Candy Crush.
No,
So
no, I lost-
no.
I finished all my
You have
men.
unlimited men.
No,
Mom.
not right now,
You
I
told me you did.
That's only in the morning I get unlimited men. I don't get unlimited men right now. I just use them all up.
No, I'm
Listen.
not. No, we're not talking
No.
about the law of attraction. It was just a joke that I brought up. I didn't mean to
know.
go into it.
But
We're not
someone,
going into it.
I took a picture because I knew it was going to come up again on cast and so podcast, and so I figure I'm going to take a picture because I'm going to forget, of course. So I took a picture of this comment that this stupid person made,
Oh
and
my
claims that they're
God.
from The Secret, which they don't understand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't get it. So it's
Can you
either-
not talk all the way over there? They're not going to hear you.
It's either on this phone or on the other phone. Oh shit, I forgot my glasses. Where is it? I hope it's on this phone. Where did I put it? Anyways, can you keep the conversation going while I'm looking?
What conversation? I don't like talking to people who are staring down at their hands, Mom.
No, you could talk to me.
Talk to you with what? Say what, Mom?
What?
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, you can still carry a conversation
Okay,
going.
Mom,
What's wrong with you?
Why didn't you de-ice the driveway?
Oh, fuck, it was too cold. No.
No.
This is the first year.
No, excuses.
No,
Excuses.
kiss my
That's what
frickin'
I-
ass,
you
okay?
Kiss my freaking ass, okay?
This is the first year that the driveway is a mess. And
yeah,
it's only
but
a
our
mess.
neighbors' driveways are nice and non-iced and safe for a person on crutches.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care about me, right?
No, I
yeah,
care about
I
you.
know. No,
I
you
just
don't.
don't
That's what you're
frickin-
saying. You don't care about me.
It's too freaking. No, it was way too.
Too freaking
extremely-
cold, my golo, Mom.
Yeah, my ass too. It
My
was way too cold to be out
No.
there. No, that was
No,
inhuman.
Mom.
Listen,
No, the way that you not have
probably
ice
on my
on
other
the
phone.
driveway is by doing it before the storm happens, Mom. You put freaking salt on the ground.
that we've had inhumane weather, people
Mom?
out there.
Mom, that does not take away from the fact that the procedure to not have ice in the driveway was to put salt on it before the storm happened. Before the ice storm happened. Before we went into freezing cold temperatures. Evie, carry a conversation, but I'm just going to keep staring at my phone and not talking to you.
Evie, you're just blah blah
What?
blahing.
I'm
so
not
I wasn't
blah
gonna
blah
answer
blahing.
to that.
I'm not.
Okay?
I'm
Did you not go the other
It was
day?
very unsafe
and
for me to
see
go. It
how
was very
cold it-
unsafe for me to go.
You deserved because you didn't even believe.
I do not deserve anything. You're telling me if I slipped and fell out there, I would have deserved it?
Yeah, because you never
Rude.
should have gone out.
No, that's so
You
so
just-
what? I'm just supposed to stay in the four
Yes.
walls and breathe in my own farts and oxygen?
Yes.
No, Mom.
Yes.
No, okay? I need to get out of the room. Okay?
Open the damn door.
No, that's not getting out of the room.
Sit outside. I can't
No,
find it
I need
now.
new scenery. I need to be wheeled in the wheelchair. I need motion. I need vitamin D. Okay?
I got you vitamin D.
No,
Oops.
no, I don't need to take another supplement.
I got you vitamin D. Okay? So, anyways.
I need a vacation.
Oh, so do I, man.
I was looking up tickets the other day to go visit Annette in Florida.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like $400.
Really? That's it?
Like close to $500. It's expensive for me to take at this time, you know? Like if I
To do nothing.
had a steady income.
mean?
No, it would be great at this time because to do nothing, it would be great to just soak up the sun, right?
Oh, true.
But I mean, because of my income right now,
Yeah.
it's not steady. It's very sporadic here and there, and it's just not a hit that I want to take because, well, one, it's not benefiting my career to be
Yeah.
there, you know? It would be nice because of the vitamin D that I'd be getting instead
Absolutely,
of sitting
it would be really
inside,
good.
and that's good for my health, but as far as career-wise, it's not necessarily a benefit for me career-wise, so for me to, like, make that investment while still paying rent in New York
I know.
that stuff, it's just not, like, I don't mind taking risks and making investments and big payments if
benefits you
if it
somehow.
furthers my career or will potentially help me in my career. Otherwise, like, it's not a good idea to do it, you know, unless it's for my sanity. And right now I'm sane still. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
Good.
So, but I just wanted to go into hot weather because I just need that vitamin D. I honestly do. I
know.
need that sun.
The sun by the water. Oh my God. I wish I was living by the water. But speaking of vacations,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about people who are married and vacation separately?
Do they have kids?
Yeah.
Are their kids coming with them?
No, like, separately.
Taking a vacation on their own?
Yeah.
Married with kids and taking a vacation on their own.
Yeah, like with her friends.
Oh, with the friends? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You're
Why
okay
wouldn't
with
that be okay?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah?
Like a girls' weekend, a boys' weekend, a boys' week, a girls' week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Do you
That's
see anything wrong with
healthy.
that?
What? That's healthy.
I think so too. I knew a family down where I used to work. They would take separate vacation. They would take, like, they had 4 kids. So the dad would do with the boys, the mom would do with the
Yeah.
girls, then they would switch, then they would be all together, and then the mom and dad would go on vacation.
That's fine.
And I think, isn't that great though?
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
so when they were
fantastic.
telling me that, like, oh, we're going skiing with my dad, or we're going shopping with my mom in New York, or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have
And then
to-
we're going to all meet in Bahamas,
Absolutely.
right? And
That's
then
the kind of family
the
I
mom,
want.
of course, would go on her own too. She'd go shopping with her friends. The
Oh
dad
my
would go
God.
on, what's it called? Golfing vacation trips and stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I want.
Right?
It's exactly what I want.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that too.
Well, no. The only reason there would be something wrong with that is if you can't trust your partner.
Yeah, that was the
That's
thing.
it. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
No other reason.
No.
If you can't trust your partner, then you're going to have a flaw, and that's not going to be right. But then why would you even want to be in that relationship to begin with? Like, it really doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know. What if you had a boyfriend or a husband who you said you're gonna, let's say you say, oh, I'm gonna go with, I don't know, with Charlene to the cafe shop or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. We're just gonna go have a coffee with my friend, and then he shows up.
He shows up?
Yeah.
Like when? When you're having coffee and he just shows up?
Yeah.
Why does he show up?
Exactly. Why does he show
No,
up?
why does he show up? I'm asking you.
Just to see if you're there, or I don't know, just shows up.
Oh, I'd be like, hey, bitch. Hey, baby. What? I don't.
What if he does this constantly though?
Like he's trying to verify if you're actually there.
Yeah.
Well, then we got problems.
That's secretly verifying. It's not.
Wait,
like,
you said he shows up, so
Yeah,
I
he
know
shows
he's
up.
there.
No, he shows up. Like he shows
Like
up.
I don't know he's there.
Well, either you know or you don't know.
Mom, there's a difference between knowing and not
Okay, but
knowing. He
what's the
shows up, he comes in, he says, "Hey, babe,
Yeah,
I was bored
but-
at home." Like
Okay,
I'd
but
be like,
every
"Okay,
time?
babe, that's fine."
But
like,
what if
whatever.
that's just a cover up and he does that all the time?
No, if he does it all the time, I'd be like, "Bitch, you got to get a hobby if you're bored at home and constantly coming to where I am. Otherwise, we got issues."
Right?
Like, otherwise, we have to talk about why you're constantly coming to check up on me. Unless I have some kind of... Unless he's worried about me because I have some kind of, like, disease or health issue, you know?
Unless he's doing something and doesn't trust you.
Maybe.
Right?
There's so many different intentions.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, half of the non-trust issues are because they would do that. You know what I mean?
They mean they've done something and now they don't trust maybe the other
They've
person?
either done something or they would do that. Like, for instance, if your significant other sits on the couch and you're sitting on the couch and they leave their phone and they go to the bathroom.
Right.
Like, they're leaving their phone because, one,
There's nothing
if
to
you
hide.
look in the phone, there's nothing to hide.
Right.
Or two, they just would never look in the phone for them to even think about the thought of their partner looking in their phone while they're in the bathroom, right?
But if someone's being sneaky though, then they would have that thought of their partner possibly looking at their phone when the phone rings or dings to see who's messaging.
Yes, if the
And say,
that's what I'm
"Hey,
saying.
honey,
That's what I'm
Jack
trying to
is
say.
messaging you.
No, but that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Like if the partner is going to the bathroom and not and leaving their phone, it probably means that they're not doing anything
Right.
sneaky
Right.
and wouldn't have an issue with them looking in their phone, or they're just the type of person that would never look in someone else's phone.
Yeah.
Whether they're being sneaky or not, you know, the whole reason like you do something is because you would probably do it. Mm-hmm. Like the whole reason why you think someone else is doing something is because it's a possibility
That you've done it.
or might do it, you know? Like, I don't know. The only difference, the only exception I think is pickpocketing. Like, if you are holding your purse close, you're not holding your purse close because you've pickpocketed people before and you know what it's like. You're scared that, you know, that you've heard that this is an area that will pickpocket you.
Or maybe they just have trust issues.
Yeah, but why do they have trust issues?
From something in childhood,
Maybe.
you know? And they're just bringing it forth with them and they've never gotten over it, or old breakups
Yeah,
or whatever.
I guess, yeah. Maybe it's
Right?
not
Something
because...
could have happened in
Yeah,
their
you're
life
right, you're
that
right, you're right.
they haven't solved yet and they're still dealing with. So, you know, so we got to find out what the problem
Yeah,
is.
so even if they would never look in someone else's phone...
Right, or never do anything but still follow you to the restaurant or come and show up.
They're just
15
scared of
minutes
abandonment
later,
issues.
there's something
They have
that,
abandonment issues
yeah, some
or
sort of
something
issue.
like that.
So maybe
Or
it's not
trust
even
issues.
trust
I
issues,
see what you're
but
saying.
not necessarily not trusting you, just trust issues in general with anybody.
Right. So, like, if they're a loyal human being and they got cheated on in their last relationship, then their next one, they're going to be skeptical.
Or they saw their parents go through it, or, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So they
someone
would
in the
would
family-
never
yeah.
cheat, but they're skeptical because of their past experiences.
Yeah, past experiences, no matter what
Okay,
they
yeah,
could
that
be.
makes sense. That makes sense. You're right.
Yeah, thanks.
wrong.
No, I didn't say you're wrong. there's no right or wrong.
I know. I'm
It's
just
a
saying. Like,
conversation.
no, but I am wrong. I am wrong. Because I was seeing it as black and white. If you do something, it's because you would do that. You know.
Right.
Like if you're checking up on somebody, it's because you're being sneaky and you're cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't just. But I do agree. I do agree that it could just be an old
just issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to remember, or whoever's listening, not to freak out at the moment, but figure out what the issue is. Like, why do they need to show up? Once, twice. You know, once, twice, you go, okay. Third time, you're going, hey, buddy, what's up? What's the story?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
So there needs to be conversation.
I've learned something about myself in relationships. I'm too tolerant. Where does that come from? Like, even though I have standards, and I don't mean like look standards, I mean like has to be ambitious and has to have a great sense of humor, like needs to be able to laugh, and has to be like understanding and have an open mind. Like these are my standards. Like if a guy doesn't check off these 3 basic standards that I need, I'm just like a go with the flow, like, oh, I should give them a chance, and I'm too tolerant after, where I give them too many chances. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not good.
I know, but why am I too tolerant?
Well, I think because you're a woman, first of all.
No,
women
I don't
are
think
more
all
tolerant.
women are very tolerant. I'm extra tolerant in relationships.
No, I think it's
Like,
I think it's got to do with it.
My
too.
partner could do something horrible to me. It depends how horrible. But they could do something horrible to me, like ignore me for a week. And I'd be like, I just love you so much. I just love you so much. Like, I'm just too tolerant.
Yeah.
But I'm different now. But in my past, that's what I've been. I think I'm different now. I don't know.
I hope so.
This whole 2018 year has made me a different person. And I look back at my old skin. I look back at my old skin and I'm like, how could I ever let somebody do that to me?
Yeah.
How could I ever do that? Like, that's so out of character for me. Like, what trance was I in that I would do that? Or that I would let that happen to me. And now I'm like, holy shit, I'm like reborn again, honestly. But I don't know, because I'm not in the dating life. And if I am in the dating scene again, what if there's this guy that melts my heart and I'm like, shit, I'm falling into the same patterns. Yeah. I'm too tolerant.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm too tolerant and I'm too available.
This is all in thought right now. So
I know.
You haven't put it out for what, theory, I guess?
Yeah, practice.
You haven't put it out there yet to see how tolerant and
I know.
All these changes that you've mentally made, how much
them
of
into
it
practice.
are you going to put into practice and see, right?
I'm scared to get back into the dating game. I really, really am. I'm scared. I'm scared because I go from failure to failure without any loss of enthusiasm. Like, I broadcast, I don't have the numbers that day. I still broadcast the next day. You know what I mean? Like, even though I fail on a day-to-day basis in whatever regards, I still try again. I post an Instagram picture, it gets 100 likes. I post again an Instagram picture, it gets 500 likes. Like, I don't let the failure stop me, and I'm still, like, happy about doing it, whatever I'm doing again. But I'm scared that, like things are just not going to work out and not going to work out and not going to work out. And I'm just going to get discouraged and discouraged and discouraged and discouraged.
See?
What?
Your law of attraction mind is not working well.
I know, you can't think like that. I agree. You can't think like that. But it's hard. It's hard. Especially, I don't know. And it takes so much work to put yourself out there for it to not work out. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I've told my story. You know, in the getting to know you stages, you're sitting down at coffee and they're like, what's your story? Blah, blah, blah. And you're talking. And you tell your stories.
Maybe you tell too much at one time. Maybe you should hear them first.
But why does that matter?
No, but maybe you should just hear them first.
But why does that matter? Tell
When
them
they
too
say-
much at one time. What? I was blind? That's too heavy for you, bitch? Well, suck it, asshole.
Maybe you should
No, I don't want to know your favorite color. I don't know I don't want to know where you shop for underwear.
What's your story?
Or,
Okay, what's your story? So
I want to know if you were blind and what the hardship you went through was. I want to know if you went traveling and found yourself, like, or started a business and it completely failed and what you're doing now, or went to school for film and you're in, I don't know, now you're shooting music videos, like...
Can we backtrack a bit?
What?
You said something about like found yourself. Those I really can't stand those words, finding yourself or people who are always looking for themselves, and I'll tell you why. I think there's two things.
Creating yourself.
Yeah,
what are you going to say?
Create yourself, and now I forgot the other fucking word, you stupid moron.
Don't,
why do you interrupt like that?
Don't blame it on me. You have such a victim mindset.
Oh my
Why
God.
me? Why me? Everybody's against me. The world is against me. She
No.
made me mess up. Wah. I haven't won the lottery.
The only thing that's against me is the weather.
No, okay? Mom, it's not my fault that you forgot.
You need to, but don't talk when I'm talking. Just don't talk. Like now you're not going to talk when I have nothing to say. But when I have something to say, I listen to you. I sit back and I let you talk.
I couldn't hold it in.
You're such a dumbass. Okay.
Get it out of my system.
Shut up now. The word is sitting right here, and I'm really holding on to it. I'm
No one
even
can
visualizing
see
it, okay?
where it's sitting.
It's sitting.
Let the
in my
record
brain.
show she's pointing to her forehead.
Yeah. Okay, so you're either creating yourself or you're reinventing yourself. You can't go find yours. There's not. What the fuck are you looking for? I gotta go find myself. What the fuck are you looking for? Join in the conversation, you dip.
Oh, I'm allowed to join in now? Oh, wow, okay.
No, but
I
seriously,
didn't know if you were
I
done.
gotta
You
go
kept
look
speaking.
for myself. What are you looking for? You can go
Okay,
over
let
the
me tell you what
world,
you're looking
and you're
for.
gonna find nothing. You're gonna come back in the same shoes that you left in, and you're gonna take on from where you left.
Okay, now you're
Okay?
going to let me speak, honey?
Go, honey.
Listen, okay?
That's honey with a U.
Listen. Okay, Mom.
What?
I do agree that we create the life we want to live. We create ourselves and who we want to become. However, I also agree that we need to find ourselves because, listen to it this way, okay? Before I was in a very intense, long distance-ish relationship, and before all of this ankle surgery happened to me, right? Before that relationship, I was a woman who had standards, like I said,
Right.
who really knew what she wanted in life, really knew where she was going,
Yeah.
and really believed in her abilities.
Right.
Okay, throughout that relationship, and then through my toxic work environment,
Right.
and then through my surgery, I lost who I was. Why? Because social media started playing a huge role in my life, and I was constantly comparing myself.
Too much.
I was constantly comparing myself. In the relationship, I became a little bit codependent and sort of, but not really. I was still independent. But anyways, I fell too in love and I became dumb. And then with the surgery and the work environment, I was constantly being rejected for a raise, and I kept feeling that maybe they're not giving me a raise because I'm not good enough. I'm not doing enough, right? I didn't have 1 million followers on YouTube. Maybe that's because my editing sucks. My storytelling is just horrendous. But no, that's not the case, right?
You got this
That's not the
feeling
case.
of not feeling good enough that whole time from
That
everybody.
whole time frame, I had this feeling of not feeling good enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For anybody else, for my career,
Right.
for social media and the
Yeah.
world, basically.
Yeah.
I got into this trance of
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. I need to be doing more. I'm not good enough.
Right.
And even if I was doing the most,
Yeah.
I'm not good
You're
enough.
still not good enough. I hope you're past that.
And I'm not doing enough. Well, that's what I'm saying. I
Okay.
had to find myself I had to find who I was before that.
But I don't think it's about finding yourself. I think it's about
No.
creating yourself or reinventing yourself.
Yes, I'm creating myself with the new things, but
Yeah.
I found my standards again. I found my editing skills. I didn't create these editing skills. I always had them.
You always had them. But
I
now
always
maybe-
had the storytelling
No, but
skills. So I'm finding myself again and then
on.
creating myself and reinventing myself. You can't reinvent
Wait.
something that you haven't found
Wait,
already.
wait,
no,
wait.
no waiting.
Wait.
You can't reinvent something that you haven't found.
You're wrong.
If the wheel was never created, you can't reinvent it if you never found it.
Shut up already.
Do you understand though? It's not reinventing the wheel that the wheel was never around. Like the wheel, somebody had to create the wheel, then somebody had to find the wheel and reinvent the wheel. Do you see what I'm saying?
Listen.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen.
It's like finding an old picture of me, painting a Picasso picture, and finding the person that I was before. You have to find who you were to reinvent. So yes, you create yourself and you create your life, but you have to find yourself before you can reinvent your life. I was creating myself at 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12 years old. I'm in my 20s now.
Listen,
I'm in my mid-20s almost.
me tell you?
And I am
Oh my fucking
finding
God,
myself
shut
to
up
reinvent
already.
myself. It
Listen.
makes sense. What?
I think
You think
what happened there
What had happened was
I don't think you found yourself.
what?
I think you started to like yourself again.
Again. So I had to find myself
No.
to like myself.
No.
Yes.
Lose that word. That's
No.
just such a to find myself. That's such a stupid word.
I'm lost and now I'm found. I was lost and now I'm found. And finding the person that I was before. Mom, stop. We're on the podcast. Anyways, why did we talk about this again? I just brought up the fact that I'm too tolerant in relationships, and it turned into that. I do, but you know what? You are right, Mom. I do like myself again. I don't know if I ever liked myself. I think the last time I liked myself was when I was 11 years old.
What?
Mom, answer.
What?
Yeah.
11? Wait, let me take myself back to 11 years old.
I won the soccer scholarship, and it was high out of my mind. High on life. Mom.
I'm advertising us.
Answer. We're
What-
not even
what
done this podcast.
Are we on Apple?
Yes.
What's it called?
It's
Just
called
Apple?
Apple Podcast.
Oh, Apple Podcast?
SoundCloud and YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
OMG Mom, the podcast.
Yeah, I got that.
All over. I'm telling the podcast
Oh.
where they can listen to us if they're not already listening. But yeah, I do like myself, and I think through my teenage years, I liked myself, but I don't know if I was fake liking myself or if I actually liked myself.
When? Prior to that?
From
Prior to
13
finding yourself?
No, from 13.
Oh, from 13 on?
Until now.
You had a very...
13 until now.
You actually weren't as confident as I thought you were.
Back then?
Yeah. I thought you were really confident.
Wait, hold on.
But
In hindsight, I wasn't as confident as you thought, or at
Yeah.
the time, I was actually not as confident?
no. I thought
one?
I had
In
built a
hindsight.
strong... Yeah, I thought I had built a strong, confident person. But
Uh-huh.
in hindsight, you actually weren't as confident.
Why? Why do you say that in hindsight?
Because you always criticize yourself, put yourself down, like, you know what, you're never good enough. Like you said, you were never good enough. And then eventually it came out that you felt like you were never good enough, not only within yourself, you also felt like you weren't good enough for the people around you that you were surrounded with, that, you know, relationships, work-wise, like you always felt that you were never good enough, because that's how they made you feel. Right? Your soccer coach, your first soccer coach was good. Your second soccer coach just destroyed you. And from
So
there,
you think it started from there?
yeah, and then I don't think you were able to lift yourself back up. Even though you were like an amazing soccer player. And then when we went to your third soccer coach, he tried so hard.
Yeah, then he cut me.
Yeah, because he couldn't anymore. He tried so hard to bring you back mentally to where you were before, but he just couldn't, because this guy did such damage on you, right? And then when we went back to your fourth coach, who also tried the same thing and made you a field coach, because he knew both your last two coaches knew that you were able to see, and they said it to you. You were able to see a play. You knew exactly what was going to happen before it happened.
Yeah, on the
Right?
soccer field.
On the soccer field. And then what happened? You started getting hated on
Yeah.
by your teammates. Right? Because you just came onto the team.
Because I was young.
The fourth, was it first, second, third? The fifth team? First,
know.
second, third? No, the fourth team, the final team. When you went on that team and he made you like a field coach and you were calling out the plays,
Yeah.
those people already didn't like you from when you were young,
'Cause I
because
was a
they
young
knew
prodigy.
you. They knew you when you were young, and those old Irish coaches would always yell out,
Loved me.
"Abby, where are you?" And one person, "She's on the other side." It's like, you know, and because you were so well known in the soccer community, they didn't like that. Because you were so well known within that soccer club, and those two old guys who knew soccer and saw good things in you, they didn't like that either, because they weren't getting the attention that you were getting. So then when you came back to that team, they didn't like that, because now the coach saw what those people
Right.
saw, back then, what those old coaches
But
saw
why
back
did
then.
I never see it? Why am
You
I
lost-
so like this now?
but
Like
you
I'm
lost
so like
seeing
I
that.
don't care
And
what
even-
anyone thinks of me now.
That's good. That's the way it should be.
I wish I was like that back then because
Yeah.
I would have never lost myself and I
No.
would have never had to find myself again.
Right? And then even when you went to Italy,
Uh-huh.
you were underestimated for your age and height when you were playing against these older guys.
Why was I playing against 17, 18-year-olds and I was
I don't know.
12?
I know. But
was literally
but it
12.
was hilarious because when we were talking to your coach there in Italy, and he was telling us what had happened, that these guys underestimated you,
Yeah.
and they chilled out on the field thinking, this little thing can beat us.
Yeah.
And you like deked them, went around them, scored, and their coach gave them a verbal beating like there was no other. Right? And then that was it. They never underestimated probably another person in their life ever again. That was a real learning experience for them too. Right? So after that, that's when that second coach still brought you down because he wouldn't let you play what you learned in Europe, in Italy, and he said that's not the kind of ball we play here, which truly is the actual soccer game.
Yeah.
Right? And he just wanted
It's
to
a
take
passing
he wanted to
game.
take it away from you. That's
in
all.
Canada, it was a kick and run game. In Europe, it's a passing and strategic game.
But it's not only that, he just wanted to take it away from you because he was jealous. Like he as a coach was jealous because
his favorite players didn't get a scholarship
exactly.
to Italy.
Not only did they not get a scholarship, he pulled someone in from regionals. Was it regionals? To come and see a few players.
Oh yeah, it was
right?
regionals.
To come and see a few players, and
And I got chosen.
you weren't one of those.
I know.
And we didn't know what was going on until the end of the day when that guy came up to you. None of them,
I know.
but came up to you and said, "Hey, come try out for regionals."
I know.
Right?
No, not try out. Come play.
Come play
on the
for come
regional
play on the
team.
regional team, right?
I know.
So it was that funny that we had no clue what was going on until
know.
we didn't even know who was there looking at who
I
and
know.
why they were there and whatever until we got the, hey, we want you on our regional team.
I know.
Right?
That's
So
a smack in the face.
that was a smack in the face for him, like big time. A, you got the Italian scholarship, and B, you got chosen for the regionals
know.
when he hated on you.
I know. I can't
Right?
even believe
But
that I
you
was
stayed
good
on
at
that team
soccer.
because you wanted to stay with those girls when I kept telling you, leave the team. This guy's such an asshole. And you
Mom,
said,
I have attachment issues.
yeah, you say, oh no, I like these girls on this team. Well, who gives a fuck? Sometimes you got to move on, and you'll like anybody on any team. You're personable.
I learned that too late. I learned
You
too
did
late.
it, and it caused a lot of damage by leaving you there. I should have actually just forced you out and taken you.
should've.
But you know what? Sometimes you figure, okay, sometimes you got to allow them to make choices. But I think that was a very damaging
Mom,
choice.
I was 12. Okay.
It was a very damaging choice. It was a very, I should have taken you up to, they wanted you everywhere, but everybody was afraid to reach out.
Oh my god.
Right? And back then, the parents should have reached out too, but also, I don't know. Maybe they were afraid to
I
reach
wish I
out.
had that kind of clout now.
But I remember when you moved to New York, I think it was, or was it in LA? I think it was New York. I think it was in New York. And I said to you, bring your field game to your real life game.
Yeah, I know.
Because you were really good and you were able to see what was going on in the field, that you should be able to look at a person and say, Dick, nice guy. Oh, possibility of a nice guy. Like, you need to bring out your field game into the real world,
I'm too
and
soft.
you would succeed way more.
I'm too soft.
I
I give people chances.
No, always have your guard up. At the beginning, always have your guard up. You have to be careful where you go, who you're
Mom,
with, what you do, and keep your guard up
that's
all
why
the time.
I'm
You
personable.
trust people way too much.
Because
No,
I'm
it's
a
not.
very
It's got nothing to do with being
Yes,
personable.
I'm personable and
too.
you're not.
No, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
I am
because
personable.
that's the attitude
No.
that you have. Anybody that sees you, Mom, my friend who hasn't even hung out with me in
Yeah.
person, saw our broadcast
Yeah.
and is scared of you.
Good.
Because that's the vibe you give off.
Good.
Okay?
But you've seen me in action with so many people, and you always see people always just talking to me out of fucking nowhere. I'm minding my own business everywhere, and they come up and talk to
And
me.
so
Why?
what? People do
Because I
that
have
to me too.
Good.
No, because you're beside me.
No, get out of here. Get out of here. When we're in a store, you're in a different section from where I wander off and I go look at something. And then you say,
Mom.
oh my God, is this where you've been? Oh, fuck, this person started talking to me. I couldn't get rid of them. It's like, what do I have?
I cannot confirm this story.
Yes, you can. That guy, That older man that was at Costco. Remember him?
At Costco.
Yeah, I went to look to see what the machines were costing. The what are those expensive crushing machines? Vitamix. I went to look at the Vitamix, and he started asking me questions. I don't even fucking work here. And they had conversation. Then we started talking about antiques.
So he looked.
And
He thought you were a worker.
No,
You
nothing.
look like a Costco worker.
No, he didn't do that. That's not the reason. He just started talking.
Yes,
about New
I'm
York,
a very
started-
trusting person, Mom.
Yeah, you're very trusting, and you
Yes.
shouldn't be. Shouldn't be.
I'm just. I want to see the good in the world. Okay.
Always, Evie. You've always okay, people. Evie's always been like this. She's always felt. The problem with Evie is she always feels sorry for people too. Like I would say to her, "Don't trust them, Evie. They're like psychopaths or something." No, you don't see the good in people. You always think everybody's bad, and then boom.
Boom, what?
You were planning your own fucking execution in New York City.
Mom, that was an acting opportunity.
That was no acting opportunity.
You had no idea that it wasn't.
Evie.
You had
Evie.
no idea.
Damn right I knew it
No,
was.
you did not.
Yes,
damn
I
right,
did,
okay?
Evie.
Not by the very first email, not by the hair on your chinny chin
Evie.
chin. No, you do not know. You did not know, Mom.
Yes, I did.
No.
Okay, end
What's
result.
your dream opportunity?
End result.
What's your dream opportunity?
Was I right or wrong?
What is your dream
End result. Was I right or wrong?
If somebody
Was
said,
I right or wrong?
No, you want to
Evie?
win the lottery. I do not have a dream
Evie.
scenario for that.
No, was I right or wrong?
Mom.
No, let's call a spade here
Mom,
now. No.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Every-
Let's call a heart a heart.
Listen.
And my heart is pure, okay?
I think 99.9% of
What?
the time, the things that I tell you about other people, I'm probably 99.99, which rounds off to 100% fucking right.
Mom.
Okay?
You're not.
Yeah.
Mom.
No.
You are a pessimist. You
You think I'm a
you're
pessimist.
a pessimist. You,
You
think that
have
everybody's
me-
out to get you.
No.
No.
Evie?
No.
I hope I can hear this. Hold on. Can I hear this? Oh, yeah, okay. Just want to make sure.
Mom,
What?
listen to me.
No.
You think an opportunity comes by, you're skeptical. Skeptical.
You have to be skeptical, Evie!
Mom,
Okay?
I was skeptical the whole time I was answering them.
Bullshit!
Bullshit, you!
You were not
okay,
skeptical.
I was skeptical. I was answering, but I was skeptical, Mom.
Because I put it in your head. That's
no,
why.
you did not put it in my head.
Yes.
Mom, why
Evie.
did I call the agency to confirm?
Evie.
Why did I call the agency to
Because
confirm?
you know that's exactly what I would do.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Before I even told you about the
Evie.
email, I called the agency to confirm if it was real. Why? Because I already was skeptical.
Why is my
Mom.
Instagram not working?
I was already skeptical, okay? Just because I have a different approach to skepticism than you do,
Evie.
okay, does not mean that I have skepticism written off, okay? The skeptical part of my brain is still working while I'm still using the empathetic and optimistic part of my brain to not ruin an opportunity that my skepticism molecules may be wrong about. Capiche? Or no capiche?
Keep your guard up.
No, you keep your guard up too much. That's how you lose out on people and opportunities
that's
and
not true.
experiences in life.
That's not true.
Absolutely, Mom.
That's not true.
Absolutely. Let's say the Yes Theory boys. You know the Yes Theory boys?
Yeah.
Let's say the Yes Theory boys say, "Hey, we just met you on the street, but we want to take you on a trip to France for the next 2 days because we're taking a stranger to France." That's our video idea.
Yeah.
You would say, "Fuck no."
Yeah, what the fuck?
I would say, "Fuck yeah."
First I'd
and
say-
I would have the best experience
No, because
of my
you know who
life
they are.
because it's the Yes Theory boys, okay?
Okay.
You keep your guard up too
Wait.
much. You do not
No.
have a spontaneous
Oh my God.
opportunity
Shut up!
that you will talk about
We
with
really
your
need to
kids
do what?
for the rest of your life. And that's why we have no stories for this podcast because you keep your guard up too much.
No. I have
Yes.
a lot of stories. Okay. I'm telling you seriously, what will it take to change the name of this podcast? It has to really be, oh my God, Evie. Like, seriously.
We're not. No. 20 grand to rebrand.
20 grand to refresh. Evie, if the Yes Theory boys came up to me, I say, who the fuck are you? Or were you the Yes Theory guys? Bing. Okay, today with technology, you have a better chance of checking
What
out
if
who
it's
people
me?
are.
What if it's Evie Y?
Evie Y.
Evie
okay.
Y, who doesn't have a 1 million subscribers on
Doesn't-
YouTube, has 2,000 subscribers
But
on YouTube.
they didn't have 1 million subscribers either. Maybe now
Mom,
they do.
They have like 3 million
Well,
subscribers.
now they do.
So yeah.
But when you started watching them, they didn't have that
No,
many.
they didn't, but still,
Yeah.
500,000, that's
Yeah.
still a lot.
Yeah, but
I
it's-
have 2,000. Would somebody say, would you say yes to Evie Y not knowing who Evie Y was?
If you're a YouTuber and I saw this is what you do on your channel, if I was the first person, I'd probably be more skeptical.
Mom?
But if I was the 5th person or something, damn right I'd hop on that airplane for free trip to
What do you
France.
mean if I was the 5th person? You're
Third
the first
person, second
to you.
person. No, but if I would have to look at their video.
Oh, you're saying if you were the first person that I've ever done this with.
Yeah.
Well,
Then I'd be a
I
little
have
bit
to
skeptical.
start somewhere.
Then I'd be a little bit
I have
skeptical.
to start somewhere.
Well, the first person is the bravest.
Exactly. And that first person is Evie Y.
Right.
Me. Okay?
Yeah, but-
it's not you.
But Evie-
It is me.
But Evie, also as a female, we have to be more careful too. We
Mom!
don't know the intention of these guys and shit like that, okay?
Mom, for every bad story about something that bad happens on the news, there's 1,000, 10,000 good ones that nobody's talking about because there's not drama filled and conflict filled.
Yeah, but living with
okay?
that bad story later
No,
for life
Mom,
is
no.
not...
I choose to not litter my mind with bad ideas of people and humanity in my head, and instead see the good in people and still
You see
use
the good
this-
in people way too much,
Oh
Evie.
my God, Mom, have I ever been murdered?
Not yet.
No, okay? So, no. My methods are working. I still don't walk down dark
But
alleys.
if this cycle,
on the
that's
3
good.
in the
I'm
morning,
glad to know
okay?
that you
I'm
don't
not
do that.
like,
Okay, good. You listen to me.
hippy-dippy in my head, Mom. Okay?
You're supposed to cover your drink, people.
Oh my God.
Always take it with you, even if you go to the toilet. And always watch the person who's pouring the drink. Because you never know what they're going to slip inside it. Okay? I'm really big on safety.
I've been drugged many times in my life, okay?
Actually, you have.
I'm just saying, I have. I didn't
I know,
say I
but you've
haven't.
been lucky that people have been around. And that's the other thing you should always have is people around with you. To help you.
Anyways,
Are we done yet?
Do you want to be done? I think this was impactful. I mean, adventure.
It was a really
packed episode.
it was a really good
What did
podcast
we
today.
even
I was
talk
quite
about?
impressed. I don't know. I always go back and listen to it. And
Okay,
I'm actually, I'll tell you something.
What?
When we're doing it,
Yeah.
I think, what the fuck is this shit that we're talking about,
Why
right?
you always gotta drop f-bombs?
I don't know. Listen,
And then you yell at me for dropping
because it
F-bombs.
doesn't suit you. So
It doesn't
stop.
suit you either. That's why you're not that personable and not that approachable.
Yes, I fucking am, Evie.
Yeah, fuck
That's
off.
why so many people come and
No,
talk to
you're
me.
not. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
What
Mom,
was I gonna
you
say?
have to be self-aware of yourself a little bit, okay?
Listen, I'm very
Be
self-aware.
a little self-aware.
I'm very self-aware. What do you
Okay?
mean self-aware?
You
What do you mean
are-
self-aware?
I mean, you need to know, like,
When to scare
brutally-
people and when not to scare people?
Self-aware is being
Just don't take my freaking parking spot.
brutally honest with yourself and knowing who you are. Okay,
I am
I've
brutally
admitted
honest with
several
myself.
times that sometimes
Uh-huh.
I am very emotional and have impulses to start yelling and react to things
Right.
right away. I'm self-aware of that. I own up to it,
But-
and I admit that I have those urges, but I still control myself.
Oh,
And
bullshit! You control yourself. That's where I want it to go. I'm very self-aware of what I am capable of, but
You're such a bitch.
then
You're a
you
bitch.
don't.
You're a bitch.
You don't
because
control
you,
those.
You didn't let me finish, bitch.
always
You didn't
do.
let me finish. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that I'm learning to control my emotions, Mom. You cannot deny that I'm learning to control my emotions.
Kiss my ass.
You, you kiss my ass, okay? You are being very hurtful right now, and you're taking away all progress that I've made on the controlling my emotions part of myself, because I have really controlled my emotions recently. Have I not?
You yell at me.
I would!
Second.
Mom, you would be dead right now if I didn't learn how to control my emotions, because I'd take a knife and stab you because you're so annoying!
But yet you verbally stab
Mom!
me constantly.
And you don't! You don't! Okay? No. Annoying. Are we done with this podcast?
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna make up more
See
lies
how
about yourself.
verbally
What?
you are very attackful.
Mom, you're verbally attackful too. The first thing you said to me was kiss my ass.
Listen.
Okay?
Your tone of voice is like starting to scream. Kiss my ass. It's not even cool anymore.
What?
I was gonna say.
I'm just stating something.
Oh my god! Can you, Evie?
Mom, on the podcast.
Just shut up for 1
when I am
second so I can
passionate,
finish.
My voice goes 2 octaves higher. I don't know why it goes octaves higher like this. I really don't know. Because when I listen to myself, I'm like, why do I sound like that? But then
Okay.
when I actually talk with
When you breathe?
when I can breathe, I talk with this deeper tone to me.
Ooh,
it's really
Marjorie.
weird. But when I start going
Are
at
you
something
smoking
that
when
I'm
you're doing
passionate
that?
about,
Evie.
Mom, it really pisses me off that you're saying that I haven't been controlling my emotions better because I really have. Okay?
Okay, sweetheart.
No, Mom, don't just say okay. Mom, I'm gonna throw something
Okay,
at you.
listen.
No,
See?
I'm gonna throw.
You really control your emotions.
I am, because I would have already thrown something at you by now if I haven't controlled them. And instead, I'm just verbalizing what I would like to do,
Right.
and controlling my emotions instead of actually doing it.
Okay, to finish off this podcast, as I was
What?
saying, was when we do the podcast, I think, what the fuck did we talk about? And then I go back to listen. I go, damn, that sounds good. You're a pretty good podcast going.
Okay,
That's
you
why I
gotta
know-
toot your own horn. Toot, toot. Are we done now?
I just want to know who listens.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye. Bye.